Hey everyone, hope you guys are having a good day. I personally am, and I wanted to give a story about how this kid stole $500 from one of my friends, and I just beat the shit out of him. So, it all started, I think it was like around the first month of school. I was just hanging with my friend and stuff, and then he went to go use the restroom, and I was just like next to his backpack, stuff like that, making sure no one stole from it. And then I go talk to one of my other friends. They're like not too far, so I just walk over there. And then while I'm talking with my friend, I look back, and this kid is like taking stuff from his backpack. And so I ask him about it, and he was and I go up to the dude, and I'm like, bro, you trying to steal stuff from his backpack? And he was like, nah. What do you think that? I was just getting something from his backpack, like some food I left in there. I was like, okay, whatever you say so. And then my friend comes back from the restroom, after he left and everything. After he left, and he comes over to me, and we're just talking and stuff, and I'm like, did you get food from anyone? Is that anything that happened? He was like, oh no, why do you ask? And I was like, oh, some dude was rummaging through your backpack and said, oh, I have your food, I was getting food. And he was like, oh yeah, I didn't have any food. I was like, okay, are you missing anything from your backpack? He looks, doesn't see anything wrong. He opens, in the backpacks how they have big pouch, medium pouch, and then the little pouch. He opens up the little pouch, and his wallet's in there, right? But it looks like it was obviously moved. So it was tilted all weird, and some money was coming out of the top. And so everything, we all just talk about it, right? And we're like, is there any money missing? Because that's all we care about right now. Because it looks like someone was looking through it and probably took something. And I think he had around 1,000 in there, because he was gonna go buy a computer after school. And so we see he has about 100 missing. So we're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go talk to that dude. So I go talk to him. I'm like, bro, give me the money you stole from my friend. And he was like, what money? I didn't steal anything. I told you I was getting food. And I was like, you definitely stole something. He had 1,000, and you took 100 because he had 1,000, and now 100 missing after you rummaged through it. He was like, no, bro, for real. And I was like, then where's the food that you got from his backpack? He was like, oh, I already ate it and threw it away. And I was like, give me the money. And then I go up to him and put him in a chokehold, and I say, give me the money. He's like, okay, fine. And he gives me the money, right? It's okay. We don't do anything about it. I just put him in chokehold, got the money, right? Everything's cool, everything's chill. We give him the money back. He's like, thank you, bro. I was like, yeah, of course. And then after all that happened, that entire situation, the next day, same thing happens. Bro needs to use the restroom. I'm sitting next to his backpack. Completely forgot about what happened yesterday. And so I go over, talk to some of my friends. We're all in a big group. Left his backpack over there. Now I see the same dude going through his backpack, and I'm like, did he really try to go twice? There's no way. So I didn't do anything about it, because I was like, there's no way he's that stupid. And there was a backpack next to my friend's backpack, and they look the same. They look like the same backpack. So I'm like, maybe he has the same backpack. And so I watch him, and then he leaves, and I don't see anything in his hand, but he's not, because his hand was in his pocket. So I couldn't tell if he was looking through it and then just put his hands in his pocket for no reason. I'm not assuming. But immediately when my friend gets back, I tell him about it, right? And he looks immediately. He runs to his backpack, looks, 500 missing. 500 out of 1,000 is missing. And he needs that 500. So I go over to the kid, and I'm like, bro, give him the money back now. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to beat you up. And he was like, no, you won't. You won't do anything. I was like, bro, I will. Give me the 500, or I'm going to beat you up. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to call your bluff. So I walk over to him. I'm saying, you sure? You sure? I get my fist ready, because and he did too. I could literally see the money in his pocket. Because he didn't put it all the way down in his pocket, so, you could still see it. And so, I punch him right in the jaw area. He's like, bro, that hurt. I don't have the money. And I was like, I see it in your pocket. He was like, bro, that's my money. I was like, okay, then sure. And then I punch him in like his liver area as hard as I could, like uppercut type shit in his liver. And he just gets on the floor, like he like immediately drops to the floor and just starts like crying. And I was like, are you gonna give it? And he was like, bro, I don't have it. So I punch him in the face one more time, and I'm like, bro, give me the money. And he was like, here. And then he like reaches into his pocket, brings it out. I count it to make sure, and there was only I think there was still a 20 missing. So there was like there was like 24. Like there was 24 20s because he added all in 24 20s, and I need the other like 20. So I'm like, yo, there's a 20 missing. He was like, bro, I can't find it. And like I could still like, the problem is he put the other 20 in his other pocket. So like he was looking through this pocket, and I was like, look in your other pocket, and he was like, no, there's no way I put any money in there. So like he pretends to do it, and like you can literally see the bill, but he was like pretending to look through it, and then he's like, yeah, it's not in my pocket. I was like, bro, I literally see it. He was like, fine, here. And then like he walks away, you know, with like his group of his emo friends, trying to just act all tough, like, bro, I wasn't even trying. And I like, after all that happened, I get called into the office 5th period. This all happened during lunch, which is after 4th. Get called in 5th period. He's talking to me, like the person at the office. He's like saying, did you do anything? Why are you in here? And I was like, I know why I'm in here. I'm not, like, I punched some kid because he stole money. They were like, okay. That you shouldn't have done that. You should have asked. And I was like, I did ask. Like, what? And she was like, oh, well, I don't know. That was not the best idea. Violence is never the answer. That whole should be all like, violence is never the answer. Use your words, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah. So, I get called into the office. The, like, school cop, the, like, principal, vice principal, and then the, like, vice principal, like the one under vice principal. And then I see the kids' parents. And they're like, and then, like, when I walk in there, they, like, the parents start yelling at me, right? So, like, I just sit down, you know, because yelling's not going to do anything to me. And they don't know why I beat the kid up. Like, I don't think the kid explained that. So, like, when his parents were asking me stuff like that, I was like, your son stole $500 from my friend. I'm not going to let that slide. They were like, you're probably just saying that because you don't want to get in trouble. And I was like, go ask anyone that was there. He had to give me the money back. They were like, well, like, you know. And then just gave me some whole talk about how violence is not the answer. And then the parents were like, we're thinking about pressing charges. I'm like, you can't press charges. He stole from me. I had every single right to retaliate. Or not, he didn't steal from me. He stole from my friend. But I have every single right to, you know, get the money back because it's my money. He stole my property. I have every right, or my friend's property, sorry. I keep getting this mixed up. And then I, like, tell them that. And they're like, well, you know, we're going to have to give you detention. I was like, for what? And they were like, because, well, you hit him. And I was like, that's so dumb. I hit him because he stole money. And they're like, well, you know, like, we have to get you in somewhat trouble. Please just, let's not argue about this. And let's just do detention for a week. And I was like, fine, but he better get in trouble for stealing the money. And they're like, okay. We got suspended for a week. The second he came back, he had to write me a whole, like, 2-page apology on why he wished he never did that. It was amazing. Best thing that could ever happen. And then my friend was, like, super, like, thankful to me because I just, you know, beat him up. I didn't get in any trouble. I got detention for a day. Parents never figured it out. Fire, bro. All right. Well, that's the end of that story time. Hope you have a good day. See you in the next one. Peace.